presenting El Nino effects in Indian economy by JIT. El Niño is a climate phenomenon that can have a significant impact on the Indian economy, particularly on agriculture and fishing. During an El Niño event, the ocean surface temperature in the central and eastern tropical Pacific Ocean rises, which can affect global weather patterns and the Indian monsoon rainfall pattern. This can result in drought conditions in some parts of India, particularly in the central and southern regions, leading to crop failures, lower agricultural productivity, and food shortages. The Indian economy heavily relies on agriculture, which employs over half of the country's population and contributes significantly to its gross domestic product, GDP. India is the world's second largest producer of wheat and rice, and these crops are heavily dependent on the monsoon rainfall. The monsoon season, which runs from June to September, provides over 70% of India's annual rainfall and is critical for the success of the Kharif summer crop, which includes rice, cotton, and sugarcane. In contrast, the Rabi winter crop, which includes wheat, barley, and mustard, is mostly grown in the northwestern regions and is dependent on winter rains and irrigation. El Niño can disrupt the monsoon rainfall pattern, leading to drought conditions and affecting crop yields. In 2015-16, India experienced one of the strongest El Niño events in recent history, which led to a significant reduction in monsoon rainfall, particularly in the southern and central regions. This resulted in a decline in agricultural productivity, leading to a shortage of food supplies and an increase in food prices. The production of rice, India's staple crop, declined by about 2.5 million metric tons in 2015-16, and the production of pulses, which are a major source of protein for the Indian population, declined by 5.5 million metric tons. The impact of El Niño on agriculture can also be felt indirectly, through its effect on global commodity prices. As India is a major exporter of commodities such as rice, wheat, and sugar, any disruption in its production can affect global prices. During the 2015-16 El Niño event, the global prices of pulses increased by more than 30%, leading to inflationary pressures in India. In addition to agriculture, El Niño can also affect the fishing industry in India, particularly in the eastern coastal regions. During an El Niño event, changes in ocean currents and water temperatures can disrupt the migration patterns of fish and other marine species, leading to a decline in fish catch. This can affect the livelihoods of coastal communities that depend on fishing for their income. In 2015-16, the fisheries sector in India reported a decline in production of about 25%, leading to a loss of income for fishers and traders. El Niño can also affect other sectors of the Indian economy. For example, the energy sector, which relies heavily on hydroelectric power, can be affected by reduced water availability during drought conditions. The tourism sector can also be affected, as tourists may avoid visiting regions that are affected by drought and water shortages. To mitigate the impact of El Niño on the Indian economy, the government has implemented several measures. These include drought relief measures, such as providing financial assistance to affected farmers, waiving loans, and providing subsidized seeds and fertilizers.